The Witch class. This has easily become one of my favorite classes on this game. It costs 900 candies, and it has a 3-star rating, putting it on the same level as the Alien class. So later on this video, we'll be comparing the Witch versus Alien class. 900 candies takes a good amount of time to grind, but it's definitely not hard. I know a lot of you guys are asking me for tips on how to grind the candies faster, but I'm waiting for all 3 Halloween events to drop first. Because I'm waiting for all the ways that you can get candies. Maybe they'll add more ways on the last update. Luckily, to those who are struggling for candies, it looks like the Witch class is not time limited. It doesn't have the clock icon, so don't worry. Take your time and just enjoy the process. Don't stress out. At level 1, you can throw potions at enemies and it can apply effects. Again, like the Necromancer class, I think this should not be a perk. This just sounds like the description of the class, so I think it should already be a given or a passive of this class. I think they should have added a more useful one here, like just a simple damage boost, because this one is a waste of space on the talent list. Anyway, the 3 potion effects are instant damage, poison, and fire. Here's a damage comparison between the 3. I would say that instant damage has the highest damage. Second is fire, and poison has the least. The instant damage effect actually has a knockback. This knockback can be helpful when you're trying to run away from enemies, but it can also work against you by scattering them. But luckily, the AoE of this class is insane. At level 2, you can heal yourself and your teammates. At level 1, you can't do that, but at level 2, this is what that looks like. As you can see, it's not that much, but I think it's balanced. Yes, it's low and not too OP, but I can see it coming in clutch situations. That little HP can be the difference of you escaping or losing the game. At level 3, all your potion effects will now also include a slight dose of poison. So, this is the damage comparison at level 1 versus level 3. Leveling this class is very easy. I only played 1 game for each level. Your best bet is to do the Stronghold and save the kids. I leveled up mine playing solo, but you can play multiplayer to get more cultists at the Stronghold if you want. The first 2 kids are extremely easy to rescue with this class. On the last 2, you can get help from other weapons if you like, but if you don't have any, the damage from the potion is pretty strong enough. On this part, I'll show you how long it takes to rescue the last kid using only your potion. I won't cut this, so you'll see how long it takes in real time. As you just saw, that was pretty fast. That only took 37 seconds. You can also level it up by only doing the first cave and resetting. Now, let's get to some truly juicy stuff, and the main reason that I've been loving this class so far. This class is an AoE, but its area of effectivity is not the same as Cyborg's. You see, Cyborg is also an AoE type. It can deal damage to all nearby enemies. But if there's a wall, even if it's very thin, the damage can't get through. But the Witch's AoE can get through the walls. Here are some illustrations to help you visualize what's happening here. Cyborg's AoE is spherical, but stops on walls and obstacles. So on this example, it becomes kind of like a dome shape. Witch's AoE, on the other hand, maintains its spherical shape so it can go through walls. So with that being said, I would like for you to please pay attention to this. I will show you how to do the entire stronghold from the first floor. After clearing the first level, the first group will spawn here at the middle part. The second floor is fairly easy, so just follow my steps and where the locations are. Okay, now for the third floor. Please pay attention. For the first one, see that light up there? Hit that. After that, they will spawn in 2 groups. The first one is on this section right here, and specifically on this spot. The second one is on this section next to the light. Okay, this is the third wave, and they spawned in 2 groups again. Both on the same spot again, but you don't have to worry about this one. Just kill the enemies here, and you're done. It's absolutely crazy for me that you can do the entire stronghold at the first floor with this class. The only downfall of this method is that you can't get help from other weapons. If you want help from other weapons, especially on the stronger levels, then you need to come up. But for me, that's very optional. This class is very fast, even at a level 3 stronghold with just the potion. Let's see just how fast it is by comparing it to Alien and Cyborg. The only rule is, they can't get any help from other weapons. I already tested this on my Cyborg review. Alien class finishes the stronghold at 10 minutes and 22 seconds, while Cyborg finishes it only at 4 minutes and 35 seconds. Now on that video, I said that I cheated with Alien at the end. I got so bored that I just started using the shotgun because it was so slow. So for this comparison, I will redo the Alien run, but I'll try to use the ray gun from start to finish. The Witch class finishes the level 3 stronghold at 6 minutes and 2 seconds. Alien class, on the other hand, finishes it at 11 minutes and 23 seconds. That's a 5-minute difference. Even if we use the time where I cheated with Alien at the end, that's still a 4-minute difference. If we compare that with Cyborg's performance on my last video, Cyborg only won by 1.5 minutes. Honestly? That's crazy. So, I had to double check and rerun Cyborg again. I got roughly the same time at 4 minutes and 39 seconds. That's probably because I was already using Cyborg in the most efficient way possible on the first run, by managing the energy bar with precision. So this is crazy. It beats Alien class by a large margin. Not to mention that my Alien class was using one of the best talents that it could get, while my Witch class is only equipped with a perk from the Medic class. Speaking of talents, my recommendation for the best talents is any of Poison Master's talents. One of your potion effects is poison, and you apply a small amount of poison with every attack. So, any of Poison Master's talent would be best. If I would rank them, I'd say that level 1 and 3 are tied as the best, and level 2 is second to them. I would put level 2 at second because it's already an AoE attack, so the poison is already spread out, but it still might help in other situations. Assassin's Crit is also a staple for many classes, including this one, so that's also an option. If you're wondering if Witch is officially better than Alien, personally, I think it is, but not in all aspects. Some aspects of the game are still subjective. For example, in defending the base, you can hide and snipe the enemies without them knowing. With AoE, on the other hand, sniping them one by one is not ideal and very wasteful. it's best to gather them around before attacking. So with AoE weapons, you're more involved in the action. Some people like that, and others don't. There are no wrong answers, just personal preferences. Finally, let's compare the reloading with Cyborg's energy charge. With Cyborg, you need to wait at least around here to avoid draining your energy. So here's a comparison between the two. Which beats Cyborg by around 5 seconds? And I think we've covered pretty much everything with this class. I highly recommend that you should get this class, especially if you're a beginner. I usually upload every Saturday, right? But I'll try to upload midweek this week about my tips on grinding candies. So I can help you guys as soon as possible. Keyword on the word try. Anyway, as always, let me know what you think in the comments below. Bye-bye! Happy Halloween!